Fast food workers say the current minimum wage isn't enough, and they danced their way into a local Burger King restaurant on South Carrollton Avenue today to voice their displeasure. Protesters blocked the drive-thru at the Burger King as part of the nationwide protest, calling on protesters to perform acts of civil disobedience, hoping to get their message across. NOPD officers showed up on the scene and tried to reason with protesters for more than an hour.
Shut down! Now, you're disrupting business by blocking their actual drive-thru.
Before charging 3 of the protesters with 3 misdemeanors: trespassing, disturbing the peace, and resisting officers' commands. Charles Eden, one of the protesters arrested, says they want to continue to put pressure on the fast food industry.
I feel like it's just increasing pressure on these corporations. You have to pay attention to us now. You can't ignore this.
And today's protest here in New Orleans is just one of 150 protests taking place nationwide. And fast food workers say they won't quit until they hit that magic number of $15 an hour for minimum wage.
What do we want? What do we want?
After much studies and research, we feel that 15 is enough so people can be able to be contributing to the society, as opposed to being those individuals that have to rely on federal subsidies to take care of their families.
Latanja Sylvester is the president of the local chapter of the Service Employee International Union that has previously organized the nationwide protest. She was also arrested in today's protest and says Mayor Mitch Landrieu increasing city employees' pay to $10.15 an hour is a step in the right direction. But with fast food workers here only making $7.25 an hour, more needs to be done in the private sector.
It's a step in the right direction, and we applaud the mayor for that. But the fast food industry, they have it. It's being done in Australia. It's been done in Seattle. Workers are winning.
The protest also touches on issues of workplace conditions. Just 1 month ago, the National Labor Relations Board ruled that McDonald's USA LLC is a joint employer of workers at McDonald's franchises, which means it could potentially be held responsible for workplace conditions such as wages and labor violations at small franchise businesses. State Representative Wesley Bishop came out to support the protest and says state legislators here can find a way to make a higher minimum wage work.
I think you get together with folks who don't necessarily always agree on everything, but who can come together on an issue like that and see how it's important to everybody and just be creative and do it. We find a way to do just about anything we need to do, particularly here in the state of Louisiana. So if it's important for us, we can find a way to do this.
But until that happens, protesters say they will continue to fight.
We're fighting for a living wage, and we're fighting to make certain that we don't have to live in poverty.
Peace! No 15! No peace! No union! No peace! No justice! No peace!